everyone. This is a new spread that I want to try out. I just thought about it and I just thought it up. So this will answer basically. We're going to go always from Aries to Pisces. This spread will answer if you're going to end up with this person. This is the overall outcome between you and another person. So it's kind of like it's a way to cut corners and see if someone you're focused on is worth waiting for. All right. So it's called All Signs. Will you end up with them? So we're going to start with Aries. So Aries, we're going to do fire, air, water, and earth. So for the Aries, will Aries end up with this fire sign, this air sign, this water sign, this earth sign, fire, air, water, earth in that order, please. Well, give me, and hey, Demetria, give me the answer as if Aries will end up with this person that they have in their thoughts. Will Aries end up with this person? Well, all the way from Aries to Pisces, keep that in mind. Will Aries end up with the person that they're thinking of with this fire, air, water, or earth sign in that order? Fire. One card. Give me one card. Will they end up with this person that they have on their mind, please? Hey, everybody. All right, here we go. 2, 3, 4. Hey, y'all. It's for people that are wondering if they're going to end up with the person that they are thinking of. Like, what's the overall outcome for y'all? All right. So be aware of that. You got to be dealing with someone. Some of you are going to be waiting a lot. Aries, 7 of Pentacles. All right. So if you're dealing with a fire sign, will you end up with this person? Absolutely. 4 of Wands. You probably will most likely end up married to this person, or basically ending up in a somewhat committed situation. I think that's the 4 of Wands. Yeah, that's 4 of Wands. And it happens to be upright. So if you're doing a fire sign, I see a real big stability with this fire sign, all right? Fire sign looks like the best option. So if you're doing a fire element, they definitely will end up being a commitment partner. You will end up with this person, all right? So if you're doing an air sign, the 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands talks about perseverance. The 9 of Wands talks about fighting for it. So if you fight for this connection with the air sign, I see it most likely happening. You would end up with this person, but it's telling me that it's going to cause you a lot of stress and like feeling really like you've been through a war, basically feeling wounded. But yes, but someone needs to let their guard down, whether it be you or that person. The air sign looks like a possibility too, but the fire sign looks the best for Aries. All right. So if you're doing a water sign, you have the Strength card. Strength talks about taming oneself. So I would also see that as a possibility that you would come together with this person, but unfortunately, someone, and either it's the water sign or it's the Aries, someone is way too tamed. All right, you'd have to tame the beast. So you might have to really grab a hold of this situation, or kind of really. I see it as a possibility, but either they're going to try to tame you, or you may try to tame them. All right, so someone here needs to be tamed, is what it's basically telling me. Whether it be you, the one that's a wild banshee, or them. All right, Earth sign. If you don't want an Earth sign, I wouldn't see that you're going to end up with this earth sign, because I feel like this person is very scorned, very closed off to you, or this is how they're coming towards you. So will you end up with this person? Most likely not, because I feel like this person has too much things from the past that's bothering them, whether it's stuff you did, they did, or just being closed off to it. So I would give it a go for the fire sign. The air sign looks like a go too, but it's going to cause you to really have to work for it. 9 of Wands, a lot of perseverance, basically. And with the water sign, yes, but basically you're going to really tame them. So it's either you have to tame them, they may have to tame you. Whoever's the one that's wild, basically. All right. So let's do Taurus. Will Taurus end up with this fire, air, water, or earth sign? Will Taurus eventually end up with this fire, air, water, or earth sign? Tell me if I like this series. If y'all don't like it, I won't do it again. But all right, here we go. So for Tauruses that are dealing with the fire, air, water, and earth in that order, will Taurus end up with this fire, air, water, or earth sign? 3 more shuffles, Taurus, I got your alert. Okay, I'll do it again then. Yes, we'll do it again. All right, here we go. Hey, Ashley, I noticed you. All right. Thank you, VLM. Appreciate that. All right. So Taurus, the Queen of Wands. A lot of let's see. Actually, I'm not doing overall energies because I got to get through every sign. All right. So will you end up with this fire sign? I would say not, because I see you eventually, Taurus. If you're dealing with a fire sign of Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, I definitely see you turning your back on this person. They also may turn their back on you. All right. Three of Wands reverse is the energy of turning one's back, and it also talks about a lack of manifestation. So you will absolutely know positively not end up with this fire sign. All right. And if you do it, and some of you, it could involve three people with that Three of Wands reverse, but I see you either turn your back on them or them turning your back on them, or vice versa. All right. Oh, Lollipop, you're hiding at work just to watch this. All right, so okay, so oh hell yeah! If you're doing an air sign, Taurus, this person you'll end up committing to or having financial stability with, a happy home situation. Absolutely, keep fighting for the air sign, because you most likely, the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, because you most likely will end up committed to this person or having a strong, stable commitment with this person. All right. So the air sign, I give a go. So if you're not dealing with an air sign, find an air sign, because they're coming up to 10 of Pentacles. All right. So find an air sign. If you're dealing with an air sign, it definitely looks like it's worth fighting for. 10 of Pentacles is my favorite card on a commitment, and Four of Wands, of course. If you're dealing with a water sign, you have the Ace of Wands reversed. So you may be just wasting your time on this person, because I feel like this situation, if you do end up with this person, it may start fast and it'll end just as fast as it started. So you basically may waste your time on this water sign. All right. It'll start off all passionate, and then you'll both like fucking lose interest in one another and not be attracted to one another. Either you're going to lose attraction over this person, or they'll lose attraction over you. So I say stop fighting for the water sign. All right. Here we go. If you're dealing with a earth sign, if you're dealing with another fellow earth sign, I see this person closing off their emotions to you eventually. Are you closing off your emotions to them? I will say it this way. If you end up with the earth sign, you'll start to notice more how this person closes off towards you, or starts to become kind of manipulative with your emotions, or being manipulative. So I would say the best go is the air sign. Find an air sign. The air sign is the best bet for you, Taurus. All right. If you're dealing with an air sign. All right, here we go. Here we go. So what's going on? Gemini. Will Gemini end up with the fire, air, water, and earth sign? Oh, thank you, Amanda, for the feedback. Will Gemini end up with this fire, air, water, or earth sign? And believe me, tarot cards do pick up predictions. Believe me, I've had them predict shit in my life to the T, and it creeps me out how they do that. Hey, Nadine. All right, so what's going on with, who's coming? Okay, so Gemini. Will Gemini eventually end up with this fire, air, water, and earth sign in that order, please? Will Gemini end up with that fire, air, water, and earth sign in that order, please? One more shuffle. All right, one more shuffle. Okay, so all right, so will you end up with the fire sign? Most likely not. If you do, this person will be very non-committal, or they won't be traditional towards you, or be very against the grain, kind of anti-traditional is what it's telling me. All right. So if you end up with I don't see the commitment happen with the fire sign, honestly. And if it does, I'll just always say if. If it does, it'll end up in non-commitment or non-committal behavior, whether it's someone that acts more single than committed. So there won't be no marriage between you two, or lack of marriage, or lack of commitment. All right. So I would give the fire sign a no-go. All right. If you're dealing with another fellow air sign, this person will be the type that comes in and out of your life. So be aware of that. They won't be very consistent. They'll be very in and out, or very kind of closed off with their passions, kind of just really. So I give the fire and the air sign a no-go. All right. If you're dealing with a water sign, the Nine of Cups reversed. You could end up with this person, but I'm staying at the same time. It'll probably drain you emotionally, and most likely drain them emotionally. All right. Is what it's telling me, Gemini. Because if you're dealing with a earth sign, you have the Eight of Swords reversed. So I feel like honestly, give me clarifiers for each fire, air, water, and earth, please. Fire, air, give me air, water, and earth. Okay, if you're doing a fire sign, yeah, I'm seeing you turn your back on this fire sign, Gemini. If you will not end up with this person, because either there's another person involved, or they may turn their back on you and not commit to you. All right. So I would say stop wasting your time on the fire signs. Keep in mind, I asked, will you end up with them overall? This has not got no time frame. This is overall, will you end up with this person? I see If you're doing a fellow air sign, it looks the most promising as of right now. But this person may have a tendency to go in and out, or basically you'll have a new start with this person. There will be passion between you and this person, but they may have a tendency to be indecisive or come in and out and not sure what they want. All right, so be aware of that. High Priestess. If you're doing a water sign, it doesn't even look promising for the water sign. There'll be somebody's a Pisces, but basically they'll be drained emotionally from this and kind of secretive. All right. Also feeling like they don't get a lot of emotion from you, or not feeling emotionally fulfilled with you. If you're doing with an earth sign, it's definitely a, let's see. I see the air sign, if they get out of their head, there will be forward movement. If they get out of something else, there will be forward movement. So this could be someone that's already attached, or they're really trapped in their own mind about the situation. But I do see forward movement with this person if they get out of their own head. So the earth sign looks the best, and the air sign. All right, the air and earth, I give a thumbs up, even though the air sign doesn't look that great. So, all right, here we go. Gemini, I'm sorry, that sucked for all three of y'all. Taurus and Aries had stuff that was good. I don't know why you aren't getting all the shitty ones. Sorry, I shuffled the hell out of these cards. All right, so, thank you, BR Jinx. All right, so will Cancer end up with the person that's on their mind for fire, air, water, and earth in that order, please? In that order, will Cancer end up with the zodiac sign, or the person they're thinking of? Thank you, Chloe. Thank you. All right, Cancer, one more shuffle. This is who you will end up with overall, or if you'll end up with them overall. So if none of the options are good, that means you have to really just start focusing on someone totally new that you haven't met yet. All right, so just saying, these are overall endings. These have no time frame. So I might just label this video all signs where you end up with them, and I'll put like year 2018 on it or something like that. All right, Cancer, if you're dealing with a fire sign, I would say no, because you may cut this person out eventually, or they may cut you out and stop being receptive to you, or stop communicating with you, kind of being detached from you emotionally, kind of spiteful, negative. A lot of bad communication between you two is where it will end up. All right. All right, air signs. Air signs, if you're dealing with an air sign, Cancer, this person will be closed off towards you emotionally and not really giving you the emotion you want. All right. And they could be somewhat manipulative with their emotions, or overindulgent with things, whether it be alcohol or just overindulgent in many partners, whatever it may be. They're just closed off. All right. I don't see them. That's where it's going to end up overall. All right. So you need to really, if you're dealing with any of these elements, you need to really refocus on what you want out of this person, because it's not looking good with the fire or water. If you're doing, sorry for that, fire or air. Sorry. If you're dealing with a water sign, I say the water sign is the best option. If you deal with another water sign, or if there's a water sign on the horizon, it'll go very slow. So this is telling me that if you're dealing with a water sign, you have a lot of stuff. You will eventually get to from point A to point B with this person. All right, it'll end up in a really good situation. All right, here we go. All right, so if you're dealing with a earth sign, Cancer, I'm giving the water sign and the earth sign a definite go. But this earth sign may have more than one decision, all right? More than one decision. Hey, Judy Bennett, I got your message, or I got your comment, by the way. Can't wait for my predictions. Please don't send me those shitty ones. Anyways, 2 of Wands upright. So I definitely see this person just having to make a decision about you at some point. So they may be stuck at a crossroads, but the 2 of Wands does promise progress. So it's not a very good action card. So I give them a very halfway thumbs up, halfway thumbs down. So it's kind of a possibility. It just depends on what they choose, basically. If they choose you or choose another path, whether it be 2 people, 2 situations, whatever it is. But water sign, a definite. If you're dealing with a water sign, Cancer, or another water sign, this person, you will eventually get to where it needs to go. All right. It'll be very slow and progressive. So be aware of that. You may have to exercise your patience. All right. All right, what about Leo? Will Leo end up with this fire, air, water, and earth sign that they're dealing with? Give me the overall outcome for Leo and this fire, air, water, or earth sign that they're dealing with. Keep in mind, you have to have someone in mind. Damn, Leo, yours came out fast. 3 more shuffles. You're welcome, BLM. All right. Hey, Rachel. Thanks for your support. My comment area, I appreciate that. I do see your comments. Don't believe me. I see them. I want to thank you personally for that. All right, Leo. Let's see what Leo's gonna have. Oh, those cards wanted to show. All right. Okay. Here we go. Somebody doing a Libra, Leo. The Libra is a no-go if you're dealing with a Libra, automatically. But if you're dealing with a fire sign, this person will eventually narrow down their options and probably choose you, all right? So if you're dealing with a fellow fire sign, the Seven of Cups reverse talks about making a final decision or narrowing down one's options. So the way I'm going to take that is, I'm not even going to clarify it. I'm going to go with my first instinct. This person will eventually narrow down their options and choose you, all right? You'll be the chosen one. You're dealing with a fire sign. If you're dealing with a air sign, unfortunately, this air sign will hold back things from you, or it'll end up in secrecy. So keep in mind, you may end up with the people, even if the card is saying you're not going to end up with them, you may just do so. So even if you end up with someone with the air sign, there'll still be secrets or things they're not expressing to you, all right? So be aware of that. But I don't feel like they're going to be opening up their emotions to you, which is air signs don't open up emotions, and if they do, they claim up and down they do. Literally, I've seen cardboard boxes express more emotion than an air sign. Believe me, take my word, all right? All right, here we go. So, what is that? Oh, the star. Okay. So basically, if you're dealing with a water sign, this person, I'm seeing a possibility, but here's the issue with the star in reverse. The star in reverse is like a lack of wish card, or it's like basically, it means that basically you may lose faith in this person. They also may lose faith in this situation overall. Of the star in reverse, I got to give it a no. The water sign is definitely a no-go. I think this is going to be the very pessimistic type. They'll be very, very pessimistic, all right? So be aware of that. That's my issue with the water sign, because it's not that they're bad, it's just that they're very pessimistic, and I'm seeing their pessimism kind of rub off on you. That's the issue. So do you want to end up with someone where you're soaking all their pessimism and negativity? Just ask yourself that. If you're dealing with a earth sign, it's a possibility, but I'm still seeing them be honestly, Leo, I don't see any of these options as really that great, except the fire sign. The fire sign will eventually choose you, Leo. So find a fire sign. If you ain't dealing with one, I want you to get your ass up right now. Go to the nearest bar, strut your stuff, put on a mini skirt and a tube top, and you know what, strut your shit, all right? Because find a fire sign. Make sure you know what their sign is first. The fire sign will eventually choose you, all right? But the earth sign won't put the work in, and the water sign will be very pessimistic towards you, all right? Just like my mama and my sister used to say this all the time. Leo, this is dedicated to you. Shake that ass, bitch, and let me see what you got. So, all right. Mama and Mariah, y'all remember that? Y'all ain't in here probably, but they always used to go around singing that song. Shake that ass, bitch, and let me see what you got. So, there you go. All right, here we go. So, sorry, I don't even know the song. They just always go around singing it. All right. Yes, my mama loves rap music. And there's a song. It starts off literally like this. It goes, shake that ass, bitch, and let me see what you got. I'm like, they listen to the stupidest shit. I don't know who the artist is. All right, here we go. So, what's going on with, okay, so here we go. We just did Leo, so Virgo's next. All right, so will Virgo end up with this person that they're thinking of? Will they eventually end up with this person? Will Virgo eventually end up with this person? Will Virgo eventually end up with this person that they're thinking of? All right. Fire, air, water, and earth. Keep that in mind. All right. So will Virgo end up with the fire sign? Let's see. Virgo, will you end up with this fire sign? Well, this person doesn't have confidence like you may want them to, or they may lack the confidence. They also may be trapped in something else, or it'll end up in a situation where they may feel trapped to something else and not be able to give you their main focus. They may have low self-confidence, so it's definitely a no-go for the fire sign that you're focused on now. At least that's what the cards are telling me. Keep in mind, these are overall outcomes. These have no time frame on them, period. Air. If you're doing an air sign, absolutely not, because this person may eventually leave you in the cold. Or you may leave them in the cold, all right? So no, it's a no for the air sign and for the fire sign. If you're dealing with a water sign, well, it'll end up in a situation where it's unrequited love or a lack of love, all right? So, God, get one good one, please, earth sign. If you're dealing with an earth sign, this person may have a tendency to lie or not tell you the truth, all right? So right now, who you're focused on, Virgo, whether it's a fire, air, water, and earth sign, it's not looking too promising for whoever you're thinking of. It doesn't mean you won't ever find love, but whoever you're focused on, it's not looking too hot with what's coming up in these cards. But keep in mind, I would rather you base your final decision off a personal reading if I were to do personal readings. But don't say, oh, well, Tyler said I won't end up with that person, so let me just focus on somebody else. If you don't feel like I'm right about this, or if you don't feel like it's your answer that you may think that's going to happen, go get a personal reading. They can tell you what the eventual outcome is, all right? But I'm just telling you off of general energies, it's not looking too hot. Just saying. All right, here we go. All right, so what about Libra? What about Libra? Will Libra end up with these people with this fire, air, water, and earth sign? Libra, I'm gonna have to do a part 2, y'all. I'm gonna have to do a part 2. I'm kind of getting low on energy. I've been out all day, so I can understand. I've been out all day long. It's this morning. All right, fire, air, water. But I will do a part 2, maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. All right, for Libra, what's going on with Libra? 3 more shuffles. All right. Okay, here we go. Libra, will you end up with this fire sign? Well, there'll still be this energy of unfinished business between you two. You two will not eventually get to a successful completion in this situation, all right? It'll always feel like with this fire sign, there's unfinished business or this unfinished. So someone may leave unexpectedly or just like not finish this out unexpectedly, or it doesn't have a successful closure or completion to it, unfortunately. So no for the fire sign. Get the fuck out. That's all I gotta say, all right? Air sign, if you're dealing with an air sign, absolutely not. 3 of Wands reversed. This person may turn their back on you at some point or turn their back, all right? Or you may turn their back on, there also may be another person involved in fear with this. So you know you will not come together with this fire or air sign, all right? Water sign, will you end up with the water sign? I would say, yeah, but you may go through a lot of conflict with this person. You will eventually clear the air with this person, and where it leads to is between you and this person, all right? But I see that there's a possibility for you to clear the air with this water sign and for things to improve. I don't necessarily see commitment, but it may end up to a point where you can overcome conflict with one another, or if there's any conflict that happens with you and this person at some point, you'll overcome that conflict. So if you ever have a fallout with this person, you definitely will overcome this conflict with them, all right? Earth sign. Yeah, I would say, unfortunately, they got the 7 of Pentacles. So, Libra, if you're dealing with an earth sign, they look the most promising out of all the elements, to be honest. But if you're dealing with this earth sign, you'll still have this energy of waiting. This energy of still investing numerous amounts of time into the situation, all right? But it looks the most promising. It may be an investment that's worth it, all right? So, earth sign, definitely, yes. And the water sign looks decent. So water and earth, I give a definite okay, kind of like a halfway up, halfway thumbs up and a halfway thumbs down, all right? So be aware of that. So with that being said, y'all, I'm going to do part 2 at another point. This is all the way from Aries to Libra, all right? Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra. So I did 7 signs in this, all right? So I'll do the other 5 on part 2, okay?